Oh boy, here we go. This is part two of you know, the woman who supposedly has relationships with ghosts or entities or he, she, it, whatever it is. That's coming up.
And now we interrupt, disrupt, and crash this station.
The man fighting for peace, his legacy, truth in a sea of stupid.
Filtered for your sarcastic enjoyment, Ghost Getter.
Now, in the first place, this person doesn't seem like the same person that was in the very first video that we watched. All of a sudden now, she's a psychic, medium, counselor, psychologist of some kind, who now has a relationship with somebody that's in a different realm somewhere that's been on the earth for a very long time. When last time she was just some person just off the street that had a boyfriend that all of a sudden met somebody in her apartment in the guest bedroom and was having a relationship with more than, more than 20 ghosts supposedly to her. But now all of a sudden she's a spiritual counselor that lives in realm 5.
You're a spiritual guidance counselor. You're used to this sort of thing. You open up channels to the other side.
I do, yeah.
And this is a channel that, you really connected with.
Yeah, very much so, yeah.
Yeah. This person, this presence, can you tell us anything about him, her, it?
I refer to it as him because that's easier.
Yeah.
It's very ancient, very wise, very kind.
Has been on the planet before?
I would say for a very long time, yeah.
She refers to it as a him. I don't know why she would refer to it as any other thing, but, before it was a ghost, but now it's some ancient guru. But she refers to it as a him, and he's very ancient, very wise. It's been on the planet for a very long time. Hint, hint, hint. Does that not sound familiar to you? Because it definitely sounds familiar to me, and it doesn't sound like the same person that we talked to a year ago, or, they talked to a year ago.
Yeah.
So when did you first encounter this presence?
When I was over in Australia and I was taking a walk out in the bush and just suddenly it approached me.
And is this something you can see or just something you
No,
feel?
something you feel. So, yeah, just like an emotional, sort of physical presence.
Why was this one different? Because you've had these kind of encounters before, as Eamon said, you're a medium. So why was this so personal? Why was the feeling different for you?
Because I fell in love with it, I guess. It's for one.
It's an emotional presence. Then she tries to change it to physical, but now it was an emotional feeling she got. Okay. That's not... I can have a feeling myself. I had a feeling I was going to win that $1.6 billion, but I felt wrong. I had a feeling I was going to be, famous, but, you know how that worked out.
But, none of us expect to hear this story. Did you expect this story to happen in your life, doing what you do as a spiritual guidance counsellor?
No, not at all. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So tell me, when you and he talk, what do you talk about?
It's really difficult to explain in terms of normal, earthbound relationships. It's a bit deeper than that. We don't have a need for conversation. It's more just, about emotion and feeling and connection.
First of all, what the hell is a spiritual guidance counselor? If somebody acts out in class and they need guidance, do they guide them? I don't know. If maybe a dead person acts out in class, do they spiritually guide them? Maybe you're just a spiritual guidance nutbag. When does society accept warped? Since when does society start accepting warped people? And this is accepted. When did that start? And she don't actually have a conversation per se It's more of an emotional thing. It's much deeper than that. We feel emotion. We don't actually have conversation.
Am I right that you will have a spiritual or physical baby?
I hope so.
What, spiritual or physical?
Well, I would hope physical. So I've been looking into phantom pregnancies, and I believe that a phantom pregnancy is actually a real pregnancy, but you have a phantom inside you rather than a human baby.
Oh, here we go again. Now, how in the world can somebody have a human child from a spiritual boyfriend or from a Nephilim? How does a person sleep with a spirit and have a human child? Or maybe they're like half human, half spirit. Maybe their lower half of their body is transparent. That would be kind of creepy, don't you think? But either way, here we go again.
But the reason we don't ever manage to carry those to full term is because the people that have them don't understand this or sort of comprehend that that's possible. But I'm hoping through understanding what's going on with my body, I'll be able to,
Would you actually
Would you be able to actually deliver a physical baby? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I'm not sure what it will turn out like, but
you believe that there would be a child?
Yeah, whether it be in spirit form or human form, I don't know.
Now that's just starting to make no sense at all. I'm just not getting it. I'm not getting it. She says it isn't physical, and then she says it's physical. Who in the hell allows these people to come on in morning shows in England anyway? Is this how their morning shows? I thought, here we get news and weather and traffic. There, I guess they get news, weather, and traffic and spiritual guidance counselors. I guess news, weather, traffic, and nutcases. I'm sorry, but if you tend to believe this stuff or follow it, or maybe she does believe it. Maybe she thinks it's true. But here's the issue. She may believe it's true, and she may think, hey, maybe Satan's got a hold of her and all this stuff. But why is it that now she believes it, 2 morning show people believe it, and everybody else that watches this stuff believe it? It's just, it's going way up from started here, and it's going way up there, and...
So I thought I'd had to leave it behind. And then whilst I was on the plane, I suddenly realised it surprised me and, come with me.
I'm trying to understand this. Is this similar to being possessed, almost?
No.
No?
No, it's similar. It's similar to a normal earthbound relationship, just...
Well,
my partner happens to be a spirit.
Except it's not, because no one can meet or see or greet or see the love that you are experiencing. So I'm trying to imagine what this is like, and I'm thinking maybe this is like having a really nice dream, that you can go back into and opt into whenever you want.
No, I'd say it's definitely real. I'm definitely awake.
You're definitely awake. So when you say you're definitely awake, so... You're awake. What are you feeling? Are you being touched? Are you being held? Are you being kissed? Or is it just conversation?
Sometimes, yeah.
And
it's just like a normal relationship.
So you get excited, you get turned on by this relationship?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you did say that actually on the flight back from Australia, you did actually go into the loo and do what some people do.
Member of a Mile High Club, yeah.
Okay. Member of the spiritual Mile High Club. Okay. First of all, how can we never hear of what this spirit's name is, supposedly, what he does for a living, what he did in the past, if this so-called spirit had children, whether he was married, if he's, black, white, Asian, whether, he was such and such when he died. Supposedly he's been on the earth, he's ancient. Ancient what? We never hear about this. And now, he's fooling around with her on a plane. Okay? I just take this, I don't know, just find something really hard and heavy and just smack me in the head with it. because I am totally not getting this. Not getting this at all. Just punch me right in the face.
Would there be anybody, just final question to you, you know, you're saying, and you make your own judgment of what Amethyst is going through or not. Do you think there'd be people like that, other people going through or actually totally realising what you're talking about?
Yeah, neither. Yes, while I was in Australia, I was meeting a group of people who have had similar experiences.
Now, this person doesn't seem to care what anybody thinks. It's one thing I thought about. It's the fact she doesn't seem to care what anybody thinks. She doesn't seem to... she doesn't really, it's a personal relationship she doesn't want anybody to know about. Everything is private. Then why have it on TV? Why voice it all over the world? Why advertise it? Who in the world found out about this? You alone would have to have told someone about it to where it was advertised. It's not something that just happened overnight. So you must care that it's public and publicity. You must care that people know about it. You must care about the spotlight. Because if you didn't, it wouldn't be on TV and you wouldn't have it advertised. Second of all, there's a group of people that feel the same way she does. Now that's scary. That is quite frightening if you ask me. But, I think we need to get a priest in there or something and get Bob Larson and his daughters in there to kick some demon booty and
get the demon out of here.
Get that devil, exorcism going and take that thing down, so to speak. Anyway, that was part 2. I'm telling you, when this woman gets spiritually pregnant, she will probably be on TV again, I'm sure. She's having a spiritual phantom, so to speak. So I'm sure she'll be back. This probably won't be the first time. Stay tuned for the next video coming out soon. I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you very much. And don't forget to listen to the station, Reverse 96 FM, 24 hours a day, taking you back in time. And stay tuned for the next video as well. And I appreciate everybody being on the channel. Please subscribe. And I thank you as always. And I'll see you next time. Hey everybody, don't forget to check out Reverse 96 FM on TuneIn, Streama, and now internetradio.com.